Hi there Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 13th of May. The great news is that Venus continues to make its way through the most gorgeous part of your horoscope. This is going to give you a greater sense of alluringness, and if you are interested in fashion or design, it may be a time when you decide to splash out. But the splashing out can also be a temptation around a relationship. And if you don't know someone very well, I wouldn't be tempted to be too generous. Not at this stage, because Neptune forges a rather dreamy link with Venus in the early part of this week, which could actually be proved to be a little bit counterproductive. Later in the week, Venus forges a fab link to your co-ruler of Uranus, and a conversation can really pep you up. You love stimulation, and someone may breeze into your life who really says all the right things, and you may find yourself being absolutely totally delighted by this new tie. On the other hand, if a relationship has become a little bit dull and predictable, this is a great time to try to revitalise it by doing something daring and unpredictable. Later in the week, on Thursday, Mercury also moves into this superb part of your horoscope, and it moves out of an area where it really hasn't been that happy. So I do think you're going to emerge from a little bit of a shell, feel more outgoing and more bubbly. And yet the Sun and Mars do continue in the part of your horoscope that's to do with where you live and how you interact at a more emotional level. But if foundations are going down in your world in any way at all, this is certainly good for you. It's just later this week, on Wednesday, Uranus does forge a rather difficult link with Pluto. Now, I told you about this last time. It's going to be going on for some months, but it becomes exact from this Wednesday. And the suggestion, therefore, is that if you're someone who tends to be up in your head a little bit and resolves your issues in a more logical way, well, Pluto's there pushing you to get down deeper into what makes you tick. So for some Aquarians who embrace this opportunity, the rest of this year could see you talk to a counsellor, undergo some form of treatment, become much more attuned with your motivations. And you mustn't be hung up about this. This is absolutely a very positive thing to do. If you resist this, however, you may find that issues seem to spill out into the open that you would rather keep private. And I wouldn't be too open with anyone you don't know very well about any confidential information. They could use it against you ultimately. Now, late on in the week, there is a quarter moon. This quarter moon works along the 7th and 4th house axes for you, suggesting that there could be somebody that you want to get on well with who seems a bit moody or out of sorts, or you may find yourself stuck in the middle between two friends who don't get on very well. It's important just to stay very much in touch with your emotional situation, despite the fact that Venus and Mercury can make you much more charismatic, bright and outgoing. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.